The chart for today's video is one which I would say is pretty difficult to figure out, which is all the more reason why it makes for a good chart to discuss. Figuring out the strength of the Day Master is mostly easy, but there's always going to be a chart or two you encounter which makes you go, this Ren Wu born in Tiger Month is one which even I had to give some careful consideration to. So let's dive right in and break it down. Welcome to the Bazi Queen's Strength of the Day Master video series, where I use randomly generated Bazi charts to help students of Bazi better understand how to determine the strength of the Day Master, and also what is the point in the whole exercise of figuring out the strength of the Day Master. So here we have a Ren Wu Day Master born in the month of Tiger. Notice that I'm very slowly trying to move the needle along here by referencing the Day Master not just by the stem, but taking into account the entire pillar or jiazi. At an advanced level of Bazi, a practitioner is often not just looking at your Day Master, but considering the entire day pillar when they are evaluating a Bazi chart. This Ren Wu Day Master is born in the month of Tiger, which belongs to the season of spring. Now, Ren water is only considered strong if it is born in its primary season, which is winter, which is the season of water, or it is born in its secondary season, autumn, which is the season of metal. So here, this Day Master technically doesn't qualify as strong because it is not born in any of these seasons. As I have mentioned in my other videos, it's important to always find more reasons to justify any conclusion you make when it comes to a Bazi chart. You need to bring evidence to the table, as it were, to prove your assertion. One of the reasons a Day Master can also be classified as weak is the elements that counter the Day Master are strong or significantly present in a chart. 5 elements refresher here. In the case of water Day Masters, fire is considered the element that counters the Day Master. As we can see from this chart, fire is quite strong by virtue of the partial 3 harmony combination in the chart involving the tiger and the horse. Also, the hour of birth makes it clear that this is a strong ping fire in the chart. So what we have is 2 strikes against this Ren Wu Day Master being classified as strong. First, the season does not support a conclusion of a strong Day Master. And secondly, the presence of a strong countering element also adds to the conclusion that this is not a strong Day Master. It could be argued that the strong wood in the chart works to further deplete the Day Master. In the 5-element production cycle, water produces wood. So when there is significant or strong output element present in the chart, remember, self produces output, then there is also an argument that the Day Master is weakened or depleted by all the output that it has to support. So do we have any feature in this chart that could counter the argument that this Ren water is a weak Day Master? Well, the presence of the red and dragon branches indicate a partial 3 harmony water combination. It could be argued that this combination lends some strength to the Day Master, especially given that Kuei water present in the dragon is quite close to the Day Master as far as proximity goes, and so can lend some strength to the Day Master by virtue of rooting. While we have to acknowledge the presence of this water frame combination in the chart and the fact that it lends a modicum of strength to the Day Master, the reality is we are probably ever so slightly grasping at straws. First, there's a water and fire partial 3 harmony combination in this chart. In theory, both can produce, but in reality, only one will probably actually produce, and in the pecking order of things, we are likely to assume the fire combination will produce simply because the horse and tiger are right next to each other, versus the rat and the dragon who are separated. And more importantly, the season of birth is supportive of fire, being the season of wood. Obviously, it has taken longer than normal to arrive at a conclusion about this chart, but this is why Bazi is a beautifully simplistic yet sophisticated subject. That being said, it should not equally be a subject where one spends hours debating a simple matter such as strength of the Day Master. The key, as the discussion so far should make clear, is about being able to reconcile competing ideas through a strong understanding of the fundamentals. That means understanding the earthly branches intimately, having a good foundation in combinations work, and also when it comes to seemingly competing rules, what is the pecking order of priority. Now, there is a fun jang element to this chart, which is that there is a missing element. The entire chart is devoid of metal. Now, this is significant when we consider the fact that this is a weak Ren water Day Master, and thus one of the favorable elements will be the resource star, which is represented by the element of metal. Fortunately, the other favorable element is the companion element, which is represented by water, which is present in the chart. However, this also means the Day Master doesn't get a pick of choice as to what star to lean on as its favorable element, or even to have more than one favorable element by way of insurance. It has no choice but to rely on the companion element unknown for support. Now, we could dive more deeply into that discussion, but that's probably going to be Season 3 of the Strength of the Day Master series.